Hello viewers, welcome to Elim TV. This is where you watch and learn. I'm your tutor, Miss Mukungi. This is our 35th lesson and our topic today is Jeremiah, and the subtopic is symbolic act related to judgment and punishment. On to the lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the significance of the symbolic act related to judgment and punishment as prophesied by prophet Jeremiah. We have already discussed two symbolic acts, that's the linen clothes and the Jeremiah's personal life. The next symbolic act we are going to discuss is the potter house, or the visit of the potter house. And when you read Jeremiah chapter 18, we find that Jeremiah was told to go to a potter's house. He found the potter making clay vessels. Whenever a piece of potter turned out imperfect, you could take the clay and make it into something else. Jeremiah 18 verse 4. The potter made a better pot, more perfect vessels than the spoilt one. The significance of these acts of potter's house, you will find that God is the potter and the people of Judah are the clay. As the potter destroyed the vessels, God intended to destroy the Judah because of their wickedness and mold those who repented into better nation. Another significance is that God was going to shape them into a faithful nation, or to be faithful people. God's judgment was to be corrective punishment. The punishment was not meant to destroy completely the nation of Israel, but to make them a better nation before. God told Jeremiah to buy a clay flask. He then took some elders and priests to the valley of Hinnom. He delivered a sermon condemning people of Judah for idolatry and other evils. The breaking of the clay jar symbolized that Jeremiah took the clay into their presence and announced to them that Yahweh could destroy Jerusalem and Judah as he had destroyed the jar. Another significance of breaking the clay jar is that the kings, the priests, prophets of Judah could be scattered like the clay flask because of their sins. Since they had brutally sacrificed their children, they were supposed to suffer horrifying experience at the hands of their enemies. Another significance, you will find that the Israelites were to suffer starvation and turn into cannibals, eating their own children and their neighbors. Breaking a piece of clay and the pot cannot be molded. No one was to escape God's judgment. However, there was hope for restoration for those who repented. Jeremiah encouraged people to repent before the punishment of God. As we have said earlier, our God is a God of second chance, and He promised to forgive those who repent and restore the Israelites back to their land after the exile in Babylon for 70 years. We have come to the end of our today's lessons, and below there's an activity that we are going to do as a class. We are going to read the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 1 to 30, and the book of Jeremiah, the same chapter, verse 11 to 25, and Jeremiah chapter 25 verse 1 to 38. Secondly, you are supposed to state two symbolic acts performed by Jeremiah and give their significance. You can refer to KLB book 3, page 178 to page 81. You can also contact us by SMSing the number that is appearing on your screen. We are also there in YouTube as Elim TV. You can also find us in Facebook as Elim TV, and finally in Twitter at ElimTV_KE.